Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the USC Trojans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. Those quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Moving away from pressure. Complete downfield. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks, we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Hands it off. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Looking for a gap. It's Sanders. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Flushed out of the pocket. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Big fella moving. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding.
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Simpson. That pass is incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Williams. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Lemon. He breaks a tackle. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Buys a little time with his feet. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll go to the ground. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. First play of the period will be a second down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires to the big fella. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfectly.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Good timing on the quick out. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Right on target this time. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. He was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on this scramble play here down close in the red zone.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown tie! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get to the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
The Trojans need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The kick is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Horton.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He'll take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires to the big fella.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Young. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
Well, that one goes incomplete, and certainly the quarterback can help his receiver out a little bit by trying to slow him down or make a more accurate throw, but that didn't have a shot at staying in bounds.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Looking left. Makes the grab. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll immediately call timeout.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking to throw at Simpson. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll open the 2nd half with a run. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Pressure coming. Unleashes one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Bernard. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
1st down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it down the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hands.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They take the lead with the 6.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jordan. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going right to work up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's Instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Release to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. On the run, it's Young. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Williams. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Handoff to the lone back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Lewis. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss, and that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Quickly complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to the quarterback. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Mayava. They're setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes.
Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a do.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, USC. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here.
Wide open spaces. Turning on the Jets. Running through contact. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it, threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. To the air, it's Simpson. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Alabama! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They appear to be headed to the win column for the first time this year.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Let's go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end,
he's going to fire deep. Catch inside the 25. It's a seam wide open. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Off play action. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Quickly complete. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
USC.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Here comes the heat. Complete out of the backfield. Oh, they knock it free. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Take think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they